turning 250, and it's time to rock out with our forefathers. American-made, battle-ready style for true patriots. Whether you're marching in the parade, grilling in the backyard, or raising a toast to liberty, do it in the gear that screams freedom. Celebrate 250 years of USA in style. Wear your American pride loud. Trendjackers.etsy.com. Grab yours before the fireworks.
Tony, welcome to Government.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockin' Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio.
I just want to say thanks for making my millennium. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a love fest.
Yeah, you heard that story.
Yeah.
So I guess should I tell it again?
Oh yeah, if you want. I mean, yeah.
You know, you guys are into comedy. Does it really help when somebody gives the punchline?
Hello!
Do it like that.
Hello!
Yeah, like that.
Hello!
Not like that.
No, that was awful.
The one you did when I wasn't.
Hello!
Okay, save it for when it's on.
Sorry.
God, you know, I turn off the microphone, and you're like, gold. I turn the microphone on, I get ah. Seriously, ready?
Hello! That was an idiot. Damn it. Hello!
That was it.
All right. This is the one. Hello! Hello!
Hello.
Hello! Hello! Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
So yeah, do it like hey. All right, you ready from hey?
Hey!
Now.
Hello! Hey!
Knock 'em dead. Comedy show.
Hello. Do it like that.
Hello!
Hello, all you people. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, Facebook, YouTube. Hey, wherever you're watching from, we ask that you share the link, put it on all your socials, go out there and tell everybody, just run the streets and tell everybody you know about all the great shows on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast.
Make it through the streets.
That's right. And if you're watching on Facebook, we appreciate it. But if you'd like to join in the conversation, switch over to YouTube because that is where we monitor the comments. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. We're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club, and they're going to be rocking this week. They got shows tonight because it's a big night for people to go out. I'm not supposed to burp. I forgot. And it's an extended weekend. So yeah, lots of fun stuff happening at Governor's Comedy Club, and we're here. And Michael's here. What in the world was that?
I'm stretching out my sleeves.
Oh, all right.
I don't like when they go like that when you sit. Looks kind of weird.
Oh, okay. Show them your shirt.
Oh.
Which is exactly why I wear this one when you're here. Mike's shirt says, my favorite colors are black, dark black, pitch black, pastel black, light black, and faded black.
Thank you.
He's racist. Mickey's watching. John is watching. So Mickey says, so now we have two bald old men. Yeah. Are you just discovering
bold.
that?
Too bold.
He wrote bold. Yeah, but he meant to say bald. But yeah, Mickey, it's been two bald old men for quite a while, especially on Wednesdays, yes. So it's nothing new. No. All right. So Mike and I had stuff to talk about, but before we do that, Michael,
Yes, sir.
just real quick, because I don't want to forget, because if I forget, I'm a bad man. Today is November 26th. Today is Zachary Walker's 25th birthday.
Oh, 25 years.
25.
Quarter of a century.
Yep.
Wow.
Where does it go? Where does the time go? Happy birthday to Zach.
Happy birthday, Zachariah.
My guy, he's actually working right now at the movie theater. If I thought about it, I should have set up a Zoom or something to wish him happy birthday. I didn't think to do it.
What are you guys doing for his birthday? Anything?
We're going out to dinner tonight.
Where?
We don't know yet.
Oh.
So I mentioned one place that's mostly Italian food, but I get a steak there. He didn't want to go there. He said he's in the mood for a burger. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
So then we're trying to think of nice burger places, and there's a place called Burgerology down in Massapequa.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's not sure if he wants to do that. I'm like, oh, okay. And now the other thing, the TV show Stranger Things, the new season starts tonight.
Oh.
So he's insisting that we're home in time for him to see that.
Okay.
So, which I've never watched it. I've heard of it, of course, but I don't know anything about it. But yeah, so we need to be back. I think it's 8:00. It's so. Yeah,
I watched the first 2 seasons. It is a great show.
How many seasons are there?
I think they're up to 4 or 5 now. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So him and his girlfriend, they want to be back home in time so they can watch it. So I think we're just going to dinner, and then I'm going to pick up some Carvel cake after this and have that at home so they can. But that's it. So it's nothing really terribly exciting. But
That is exciting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah.
But we're struggling on where to go.
Yeah.
I don't know why he doesn't want to go to Burgerology. I really don't. They have good burgers there.
I've never had a hamburger there, but I hear Burgerology is terrific.
I like it. Help us out. Help us out.
That's a good one.
I don't
That's
know.
a good question for.
I don't know where else to go. For a good burger. I mean, I don't know if Outback. Do they have burgers?
Outback. They're really known for their steaks.
Yeah, and their steaks aren't that great. Oh, I know. Major Steakhouse in East Meadow. They have burgers. I'm almost positive they have burgers. And that's my favorite steak place.
Is it Major's?
Major Steakhouse in East Meadow. They used to have 2 that I knew of. East Meadow.
Yeah.
And then there was one in Woodbury for a while, but that one's been gone. So I think this is the only one. Let's see here. Salad, sirloin. Oh, there it is. Burgers and sandwiches. And they got seafood, so that'll make Lisa happy.
Smash burger.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah. I love Majors. So, all right, maybe we'll go there.
You ever go to the Embassy Diner?
Have I ever been to the Embassy Diner? Of course I've been to the Embassy Diner. They're one of Peter Schwartz's sponsors.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, I love that place.
Yeah. The
owner, the owner, Gus.
Yeah. He used to work at the Okanee East Diner in Islip.
Right.
And his claim to fame was he throws the big cookies
right
while you're eating, and sometimes he gets a little violent with them.
Yeah, he throws them hard.
Like Frisbees.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
very generous man.
Very generous man. Nice family.
The romantic that I am,
yeah.
I proposed to Lisa in the Okanee Diner parking lot.
You did?
You
got on one knee in that parking lot?
Yeah.
Right next to Main Street with cars coming in and out?
Yeah, the corner of 111 and Main.
Yeah. Main Street.
Yep.
You are a romantic.
Oh, yeah.
Right next to Town Hall. You just had to walk right there and get married.
Oh, yeah, we could have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she,
Why were you at the Okanee East Diner when you don't even live that close?
When Lisa and I first started dating, she lived over there. She lived, not even a mile away from the Okanee Diner.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. And I have family right over there. I have actually a lot of family right in that area. So I've spent a lot of time over there.
Wow, because I lived like a mile away from there. In East Islip.
Yes,
yeah.
I remember that. Why do I remember that? Is that where you were living at one point when we knew each other?
No. Oh, God, no. I moved out of there when I was 19.
Oh, but right. You graduated from East Islip,
yeah.
didn't you? Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, actually, and Lisa has relatives in East Islip. Yeah. So, yeah, when Lisa and I first started dating, and I was still going through a divorce. I forget what was going on. It's such a long time ago, but my ex-wife was still in the house.
Oh.
So I actually lived out there with Lisa in Lisa's place for a short time, and then that kind of stalled things up a little. We were not fighting over the house, but just back and forth a little bit over. But then she eventually said she didn't want it. I was like, yes. So then,
wow.
Yeah, Lisa and I moved out because Lisa had a studio apartment like the size of this room. So it was nice to get my house back.
Sure.
Yeah, that was nice.
Do you remember? Do you recall what you said to her? How you proposed? Did you say anything grandiose, or you
Nope.
kept it simple?
Kept it simple. I didn't have a plan obviously for when I was going to ask her to marry me, but I had the ring.
Yeah.
And the ring was in the car when we went out to the Oakley Diner one night to get some food.
Yeah.
So we were leaving, and I was just like, screw it. And literally, I was just like, I'll just do it now.
Yeah.
Like, because it was in the car, like I didn't want to wait to give it to her. I was
Right.
excited to give it to her.
Yeah.
So yeah, instead of coming up with some grand scheme, I was just, I'm just going to do it now.
Yeah.
But we loved the Oakley Diner. We spent a lot of time there.
Great. I love that place.
So that was part of it. Like that the place did have a special. I don't know. I'm making it sound like it was this wonderful place, but I mean we didn't know anybody. It's not like you knew the owners. We didn't know them. There was one guy that worked there that I knew because he worked at another diner in Wanto. Yeah, that's a whole weird story in itself. This is riveting stuff so far today.
It really is.
But yeah.
The reason why I know that place so well, when I moved here from California to New York, so with that said, I've been going to the Oak and East Diner since I'm about 7 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, and we used to.
I didn't realize he was there that long.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're talking, 90 plus years. So happy birthday to Zach. Yeah, so that's what we're doing, and then
That's cool.
Then I'm sure tomorrow.
So he's a fellow Sagittarian.
Is that what you are?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not. I don't follow that stuff.
You don't follow that stuff?
I mean, I could tell you I'm a Taurus, but
Taurus, the
yeah, I don't follow that stuff. So Sagittarius.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
We're pretty cool.
And I'm sure tomorrow at Thanksgiving there'll be more. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Both my mother and Lisa's mom will be with us, so I'm sure they'll, do something for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll probably have cake there too. So yeah. So 25 years. Yeah, can't believe it, man. It's crazy. Craziness. Always amazed how it all flies by.
You always think you have time.
Yep.
And then time goes and it's back there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's what actually you and I said we were going to talk about today, because I had yesterday was a crazy day for me. I was here at 9:30 in the morning, left here at 2:30, had to drive out to Smithtown to go to a wake. So it took me an hour to get to Smithtown. I'm at the wake for a half hour. Then I drive an hour 15. I had to come right back here to do shows, and I was here till 10:30 last night.
Wow.
So I'm tired, but yeah, sitting at this wake, and wakes, especially as I'm getting older, wakes do it to me, man. Where I'm like, that's when that's when it really hits me. Like, yeah, there's not a lot of time left.
Well, I was watching a program last night, and one of the performers said, we have less summers ahead of us than behind us.
Right.
And I'm all of a sudden very depressed.
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought to myself, all right, so Zach is 25 today.
Yeah.
So the next 25, when he hits 50, I'll be freaking 75 years old, man. No, I'll be 80. I'll be 80 years old if I freaking make it. And I'm like, I don't know, it's just a weird thought. And then going to this wake yesterday, it was a friend who had passed away. She was 47.
Yeah, that's awful.
That just kills me, man. Kills me. And her parents are sitting there in front of the coffin. They're crying.
Wow.
Yeah. And her sister is over there crying. 47, man. And you start to realize, and then who was it? Somebody famous. Oh, I don't know why I was reading. I shouldn't even admit this. I was reading an article about David Cassidy. I don't know why.
The Partridge Family, David Cassidy? Okay.
I was on Facebook just like earlier this week, and I'm scrolling, and there was a pic. Oh, that's what it was. It was a picture of David Cassidy and Ringo Starr. So I see the Beatles. And Elton John and Harry Nilsson. So I'm a big Beatles fan, of course. I love Elton John too, but big Beatles fan. And I'm actually a huge Harry Nilsson fan. Huge. I love Harry Nilsson's music. So when I saw the picture, that's when I was like, oh, let me read this, see what this picture is about.
Yeah.
So it mentions quickly this was at some party where David Cassidy met these guys for the first time, blah, blah, blah. But then it just talks about David Cassidy's life. And supposedly, according to this article, I don't know if it's true or not, but according to this article, his last words were, so much wasted time.
Really?
Again, that's what this article says. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, that kind of hit me a little bit. Like, here's a guy who had a lot of great times in his life. He had a hit TV show and, toured the world. He was famous. I'm sure he had beautiful women left and right, and had money. And I'm sure, those things, I don't have any of those. So, well, the woman part, but but I would think those things are fun.
Yeah.
But maybe they're not. And
They're not.
For a guy like him to say so much wasted time, that really kind of hit me. So, between that and going to this wake, you realize, shit, man, there has been a lot of wasted time.
Yeah.
And then you start to think, how do I not waste time? And I don't know. I'm driving back for an hour. I'm like rethinking my whole life. I'm like,
all your life choices. Oh, I'd like to chime in to even the people that are listening. How many times have we had that conversation in our own heads?
Right.
By ourselves, rethinking all of our life choices.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm asking the audience because audience participation.
Okay. Let's see. Let's read some comments. Let's see what's going on here. So Mickey's saying hi to everybody. Fremder, nice shirt. You look like the bee from the Blind Melon video. Yes, I do. Yes, I'll take that. The Prince of Darkness. Happy birthday, Mr. Zach. Thank you, John. The last time I ate too much beef, I had to go to the Suffolk Burgerology. Oh, that's pretty funny, Fremder.
That's not bad.
Maybe he doesn't want to hang out with mom and dad, says Mickey. Yeah, probably. You're absolutely right. You're most likely right about that.
Will be there,
right? And he doesn't want to play with us.
Yeah, but he would tell you if he was going to do something on his own, wouldn't he?
Well, he kind of did. Because we're not going to sit and watch Stranger Things with him.
Oh, you're not?
No, like I said, I've never seen it, so I'm not going to pick it up from season 4 or 5. And no, he didn't ask us to join him, and I'm assuming, they're running up into his room to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a projector. Well, oh. Oh my goodness! So his girlfriend tells me, no.
Yeah.
When I change his diapers, he would poke me in the eye.
He's got a really big.
I can't believe I did that.
That was terrific.
He has a big screen projector in his room.
Oh, really? How big is his bedroom?
It's not terribly big,
but
a
regular sized room.
Yeah, but he's like cleared one wall, so the projector's on one side. And
wow, cool!
And it's hooked up to the computer, so like he can watch YouTube and stuff this way. So I'm assuming he's going to watch his TV show that way. Fremder, Tony, one knee, parking lot, marry me. I had 2 legs at the time when I asked Lisa to marry me. I had hair, and I was somewhat thin. Ann says, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Same to you, Ann. Same to you. Jeff Brosey says, good morning. Had a nice chat with Jeff yesterday. Jeff got me in trouble, actually. Peter Schwartz is doing his show. He's sitting right there. I'm sitting here doing my thing. And I just see, through the sliding glass door, I just see Bosey's, like, half of his face. I'm like, oh, Jeff's here. So I'm just kind of, I do one of these. And he's like, when will you be done? So I go, 10 minutes. Like, I just go like that. Totally. Peter's like, he stops. He goes, yes? I go, what? He was like, I thought you were motioning to me. I said, no. I said, I'm talking to somebody. But we're in the middle of his show. I totally interrupted his show. I'm like, shit, sorry. But anyway, had a nice... Jeff then came in after Peter Schwartz, and we had a nice little chat. It was always fun hanging out with Jeff. Everybody's doing good. Happy birthday, Zach, says Ann. Thank you, Ann. What? I'm making sauce for the Marie Gotti. What the hell?
You have the next line. Manigot.
Oh, thank you. Is it? And it's not manicotti, right? It's manigot? Manigot. All right, friend, it's a long paragraph. I got to read that one in advance. Wow. It was a serious message from
Wow, I'm
Fremda.
reading it myself.
On this Thanksgiving and every day, I'm happy, thankful, grateful for all of you that I get to laugh with everyone throughout the week, and I'm humbled to know you all.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That's very nice. Thank you, Andrew. And same to you, pal. Happy to know
Absolutely.
you.
Same to you, Andrew.
Yeah, we had a great time when you were with us 2 weeks ago. We'll definitely get you back in here, more often. And yeah, thankful for all you guys. And it's a lot of fun. And yeah, like we said, rethinking all our choices and stuff while I'm driving home from the wake, and then just saying to myself, no, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
I don't, I barely make any money in here, but it's fun. It's a good time. Made a lot of friends in this building. So
well, what you're doing is actually really living, because real living is not about making money.
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's nice to have some, but
it is.
And in all seriousness, after hearing from this story, and I'll be honest, I've heard it before. I don't know if I've heard it in as much detail as he told it that day, but yeah, when you hear something like that with this, like it almost, it's almost like a validation. It almost validifies that we're doing something good in here, or that I'm meant to be in here.
Yes.
So yeah, that was nice. What? And
I'd like to know what that is when you read it. I would love to ask Ann, what is cherry junkyard salad?
All I really have to do this year is make my famous cherry junkyard salad.
I would love to know what that is. And I love cherries. There's nothing like the taste of a cherry in your mouth. I'm sorry, it's a guilty pleasure.
All right.
You don't understand?
From there, I guess Zach has a happy girth day. Yes, I understand. Sure.
I thought that would have landed a little more harder.
Have to go finish up shopping after the show. This is my first time not to be cooking the whole dinner in 56 years. Wow.
Wow.
Good. Well, good for you. Who's cooking? Your daughter or somebody else? And yeah, tell us what the junkyard pie is. Okay, so, so coming. I was telling Mike before we went on the air that I had to go to this wake, and then we started sharing wake stories. I told him a story that I can't repeat on the air, but it just got us going with wake stories and death stories. So happy Thanksgiving. We're going to talk about death.
Yeah.
But you told me a story.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, we're going to do it on the air. And then I have a very similar story, which I would bet that I have told you at some point in our friendship.
Yeah.
But you tell your story first, and I'll tell you mine.
Well, my grandmother died 10 years ago. And in the same plot, so they dig the plot. My uncle is in there. His casket's down there. And my Aunt Marie, my grandmother's daughter, she's walking up to the king. You're supposed to throw a flower or whatever on it. And I hear her. I'm about 10 feet away from her, and I hear her saying, "I just want to see him. I want to see him," because he died very unexpectedly at 61 years old. So she was always very angry at him, for a lot of reasons. So she's inching closer to the hole,
as we all are.
As we.
Sorry.
And my cousin Kathy jumps and grabs her because one of her foot actually, she was going into the hole. And, there was, a bunch of people around it, and there was a collective, what the, so she almost went in.
All right, before I tell you my story.
Yeah.
There was a lot of weirdness to this.
Okay.
Nothing on you. My mother is one of 6, and one of her sisters is Marie. My grandfather, my mother's father, he died at 60 or 61.
Wow.
Yeah. And my Aunt Marie has a daughter named Kathy. Do you have to get that?
No.
Oh.
No. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Wow.
Yeah. So as you're telling the story, I'm like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. All right, so I'll tell you I've told it on here before. I must have told you the story at some point or another. So my grandfather, like I said, he died. He was either 60 or 61, which was 1975. He's buried at Holyrood Cemetery in Westbury. Now, Westbury, if you're not familiar, is a town right next to Hicksville. It's one of the towns that borders Hicksville. So, and I lived with my grandmother from when I was born until I was 12. So going from Hicksville to Westbury is, nothing. So my grandmother used to go there all the time to the grave, and I would go with her. So my grandmother, she died in 89. So we're at the funeral at the cemetery. So you have the casket, same thing. It's over the hole.
Yeah.
And it's in the middle. On one side is the whole family. On the other side is a mound of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
But now there is a tarp. Over the mound of dirt goes underneath the casket, covering the hole. And then it's on the other side.
Yes.
I'm not really sure why they did that.
Usually, but you're right. I think usually the hole is covered with a tarp or something.
Oh, is it?
So you don't see in there.
Oh, okay.
I think.
So
now that you say that,
my cousin Michael, who is from Islip, which Westbury to Islip is probably a good half hour away, give or take.
Sure.
I don't think Mike had ever. I'm sure he went to our grandfather's funeral, but I think it's safe to say he probably hadn't been there since. So you're talking 14 years.
Yeah.
So I happen to be standing near him, and he goes, from where we're standing, he's trying to see the headstone. And you can barely see it from where we're standing. And I said, "You trying to see the headstone?" He goes, "Well, yeah, I want to see Grandpa's name." Because, it's got, always has the last name and then the first name's, smaller. So he can't see it. I said, "Oh, Mike, if you come this way." I said, because I knew it because I was there so much. I said, "If you come this way, I'll show you. You can see it." So we start walking. He's behind me. So again, you got the tarp. So I assumed you have the tarp. It goes under the casket, then it comes up over the mound. I assumed in between where the casket was and the mound of dirt, I thought there'd be at least a foot of ground. I never told you this.
No, I don't recall this.
I
story.
step on the tarp. Next thing I know,
you were between the mound of dirt and the casket.
Right. I went to walk in between
that narrow strip.
Yes, I went to walk in between them. And the next thing I know, I am
6 feet under.
Yes. I don't remember. I mean, it was like that. I don't remember actually falling.
No, and no one said, "Don't go near there." Nothing.
It was. I don't think anybody realized what I was doing, and it's not like I took like 5 steps and they start yelling.
You were
like
kind of over there.
We were nowhere. No, I don't think anybody knew where I was going. Because we were. It was over here. The casket's in the middle. We were all over here. So I don't think anybody's really paying attention to what I'm doing. And I just took one step onto the tarp. And again, I don't remember the actual fall. I just like that, and I'm all of a sudden
you
like.
You have told me the story now that I'm recalling. Yeah,
I'm surrounded by
the rest of it.
Dirt, and I just I'm like, I remember really going. And then it hits me too. Now I'm hearing screaming, and it's my mother.
Yeah.
So it is 6 feet because the ground level was right here. Oh, it's hilarious. It was right. So I get my bearings and I can hear her crying, but I still like it just happened so quickly. Then plus, then you're taking it all in. Now I'm like interested. Oh, all right. So I'm standing on plywood. I don't actually see the casket. Okay, I'm like checking it all out.
Yeah.
And then I realized too. Okay, I heard jangling. So I realized, my keys. I guess the impact, I landed so hard on my feet, the impact made everything fly out of my pockets. So then I was like, okay, I don't feel my wallet either. So I see my keys by my feet. No, I'm sorry, I see my wallet, but I'm feeling no keys in my pocket. So I'm like, my keys got buried under dirt. So I was actually like pushing dirt.
So right now
away.
you're actually under the casket.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm under Grandma on top of Grandpa. And
wow.
I find, I move some dirt and I find my keys. I think there may have been some change that I stupidly was looking for. I should have just left it. But I stopped and I stand up. Again, ground level's right here, so I just stick my hand out. I go, I'm okay. I'm totally fine. I said, I just have to find my stuff. which I couldn't believe I was even saying. But thankfully, then at that point, I hear my mother stop crying because they probably saw like this much.
Yeah.
And I'm yelling, "I'm fine." I grab my stuff, and then a couple of cousins grab my arm and pull me back up. We
That's a
laughed.
classic family history, historical
Oh
story.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was the thing. It changed the whole. Like it made the afternoon fun. Because we all went back to the house after. The hearse and the limo drivers. So, like I said, my mother was one of 6, and now at this point, they all have spouses and whatnot. Then my grandmother was one of, I think, of 7 or 8. So she still had some siblings left at the time. So I wasn't in any of the limos or the hearse or anything. But they all get into them, and they're laughing hysterically. You could see the hearse, like the drivers. They're like, and so I'm in my car, and the limos are driving back to the house, and I passed them on the road. So I look, as I'm driving, I just look over, and they look at me, and I just start going like this, and they're laughing. Like the whole afternoon back at the house, we were just laughing all afternoon. It was so freaking funny. And of course, the jokes come out. Oh, Grandma's trying to take you with her, all that stuff. My mother later said that she pictured this big bottomless pit, and I'm falling down.
Oh, I see.
That's why she was hysterical. Mm-hmm. But now, as soon as they pulled me up, a woman. I mean, somebody must have got on a radio immediately because this woman came out of nowhere. I mean, she got right in everybody's moved. She got right in front of everybody. She pushed her way through. Got right in. Are you okay, sir? Do you feel any pain? She worked at the cemetery. So I guess she was probably thinking lawsuit.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I'm fine. So I said, I didn't know that. I just assumed, because what do I know about this stuff? I don't know anything about anything. I always just assumed. Sorry, I just got a weird text. I just assumed, casket
there would
goes
be
in the ground.
Strip of dirt there, a strip of ground there.
Well, yes, but I'm saying inside. I just assume they put the casket in the ground, and that's the end of it. No. It's a frame. It's a big metal frame, and I thought the caskets go right next to each other, and they don't.
No,
it's a big metal frame. They lower the casket into it, and then there's the plywood, and then the next casket goes on top. So the woman did, because I said to the oh, yeah. So the woman said, "You're okay." I said, "Yes, I'm definitely okay. No problem." And she said, "These are your grandparents?" I said, "Yes." She goes, "I have to tell you." She goes, "If your grandfather wasn't there," she goes, "you would be 18 feet down." Yeah, 18 feet. Yeah, and that floored me.
You would not have been getting out of that hole without some sort of piece of equipment,
right? Well, yeah. Yeah, either they'd have to lower something down.
Wow.
8 and
yeah, because I think it's 3 caskets and then they go next to each other.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, wow.
And 18 feet, I probably would have had at least one broken leg. I would think.
18 feet, depending on how soft the dirt was down. You're right. Yeah. If it was called hard pan dirt, yeah, you would have broke something. I
mean, from my time in the phone company, doing. Because I did subsurface work, they called it, the phone company, where I dug trenches.
Oh, so you know what hard pan is?
Oh yeah. Well, we didn't call it hard pan. We had a different term for it, and it's bugging me. But but yeah, I think it would have been hard enough that yes, I definitely would have broken a leg. Yeah, but 18 feet. Good morning, Romeo.
Good morning. So you all know about Italian wakes.
Italian wakes?
Italian wakes are very, very sad.
Oh, wakes. Yes, they are.
Wakes, yes. So when my mother died, I said to my family, I'm not having a wake. I'm just going to have some kind of memorial and just bring it to the cemetery because she's with my father. And they balked about it. They said, no, you got to have a wake. It's very important. You got to have a wake. Okay. So I finally get a funeral parlor. We have this wake, and people, I only had it one day.
Okay.
People start coming in. And you know the Levittown women, they wear black
Oh yeah.
from head to toe.
Yep.
So I went straight through. You know, usually you go from 1 to 6 and 8 to 10 or something. I
Oh
went
right.
straight
Yeah.
through.
Okay.
I said, I'm not breaking down. I'm not having a break. Let's get it over with. So about 9 o'clock at night, before the priest comes, this woman comes in, this very elderly woman. She's all dressed in black, and Tony, she's screaming. She's crying so hard, she's screaming. And I look at everybody, and everybody looks at her, and nobody knows who she is. So I said, well, that's no big deal. I said, my mother probably had a lot of friends or
Sure.
whatever.
Yeah.
And she walks up to the coffin. Now the coffin is open. And she kneels down, and she looks, and she goes, oops, wrong room, and walks out. I swear to God, I got hysterical laughing.
Oh yeah, that I would too. I would be laughing my ass off without
And
a
of
doubt.
course, all the elders wanted to kill this woman, you know. But it should have been on a Saturday Night Live skit. It was the funny. Oops, wrong room.
Well,
and just left.
That actually reminds me when you said Saturday Night Live. If you remember the old TV show Taxi. No, wait a minute.
Yeah, sure.
No. I'm sorry, not Taxi. Cheers. On Cheers, you had Carla, the waitress, Rhea Perlman, Danny DeVito's wife.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
There's one episode where she goes to her husband dies, and they're at the funeral home and they're having the funeral, and the priest is up there, and he says, I don't remember what the husband's name was. Let's just say it's John. You know, so at this point.
Thanks. You couldn't say fucking Mike or Joe or Sam. You got to say John.
All right, I'll say Rocky. Let's just say his name is Rocky. He says, "Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I'd like to ask the wife of Rocky to stand for a minute." And you see Carla stand, and then another woman stands, and it turns out he had a double life. But it's hysterical to see these two women stand up at the same time. Yeah, I've tried writing murder mysteries that revolve around a funeral.
Yeah.
And I totally am going to steal that, but I've never finished it. But yeah, I love that.
But that was a classic. All right, but the way she came in, it was like she lost her daughter or her mother, crying to the top of her lungs.
And you guys like, who the hell is that?
And I said, who? I looked at my cousins and stuff, because I was at the Black Sheep. I didn't know that many people, and then my mother knew, and my cousins came from all over, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm looking, I go, who the fuck is this? And the way she kneeled down, all right, because you have a little pulpit, little what do they call it? To kneel down to
Yeah,
preach
the little
casket.
pew thing. Yeah.
Pew thing, yeah. She put one knee down, and I was going up to the coffin to greet her, but the tears stopped immediately, and she goes, "Oops, wrong room," and walked out.
And then, were you able? Like, did she do it all over again when she went into the right room?
I had no clue. I was getting beat up by my aunts and everybody laughing. How could you laugh? Your mother's in the coffin. Blah blah blah.
Oh, I'd be laughing too.
I said, you don't think that's funny?
Yep.
I said, this lady is hysterical, But anyway.
That's a great story. That's hilarious.
My story.
And a great story it is.
Well, it is. So anyway, that's my story today. I'll see. No show tomorrow. Are you having a show Friday?
We will be here Friday. It'll be me and Rosie and Mark Hirschman and Greg Halverson. We have a new comedian by the name of Angela LaRosa. And we have Nigel Fullerton, who used to hang out with us here. He moved to California.
Yeah. Is there any relation to Tony LaRosa? You don't even know who Tony LaRosa is.
It's funny you say that. I used to know a Tony LaRosa, but I don't know if it's the same one. Unless you're talking about like somebody famous. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, Tony LaRosa was a famous entertainer, and he had a radio show years ago that he dedicated to Sinatra.
Oh, no, I'm not familiar with
it. It was on WOR TV.
All right, well, on Friday you can call in and ask her. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, great
right,
comedian.
Guys. Love you, man. Talk to you later.
Happy Thanksgiving, pal.
You too. You and yours.
Thank you, pal.
Right, bye-bye.
Goodbye. That is a great story. And then, actually, I have one other story, another story I've told here a million times. Chris Thomas, who celebrated a birthday yesterday, or was it the day before? I forget. Either way, happy birthday, Chris Thomas. Her brother Brian was one of my closest friends. We grew up together, and in 2014, he had one of those like aneurysm type things that, all of a sudden he's just getting up and boom, he fell right back down and he was gone. I've told this story a million times on here. One of my absolute favorite people in the whole world, and one of my closest friends. Devastated when he died. He was 45. Yeah, 45 years old. Wow. Terrible. So, I put my whole life on hold for those few days, with the wake, the funeral, and going to the family, doing whatever needed to be done and helping out as best I could. And it was the morning of the funeral. Was it the morning of the funeral? Or the second day of the wake? Shit.
It was 2 days of a wake.
2 days of a wake and then the funeral. I forget now, which I feel bad I'm forgetting that. But either way, I think it was the day of the funeral. No, it was. It was day 2 of the wake. That's right. It was day 2 of the wake. I drive over. It was out east. I think Holbrook, And traffic was good. I got there like almost an hour early. I just didn't plan right. I probably was just in a fog because Brian had died. So so I get there. It was at least an hour early. It may have even been more. So I'm just sitting in the parking lot. And since it's 2014, I was probably actually still reading newspapers, like physical newspapers. Mm-hmm. So I had picked one up that morning. So I'm just sitting in the car reading the paper. All of a sudden, one of the doors from the funeral homes opens. And I didn't even know anybody was even there at that point. But here comes Chris Thomas. And I'm watching her, well, like I normally do. But no, I'm watching, in all seriousness, I'm watching because she's walking towards me. So I'm just holding the newspaper. And I'll be honest, I didn't know Chris. Like now, Chris, I consider Chris a close friend. We were definitely not close friends at the time. And not for any bad reason. Right. Our paths didn't cross that much back then. So I didn't really know her that well. But she comes walking over. It was one of the nicest things anybody has ever done to me. She walks up. She goes, she had to go somewhere. I forget what it was. It had something to do with the funeral. But I have to run to such and such place and get whatever I'm getting. She goes, he's in there by himself. She goes, why don't you go keep him company?
Oh, wow.
I was like, holy shit. I went in there, and I had, it was, probably around 45 minutes. And I just sat there talking to him. And, it was.
It's quite a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of the most amazing things I've ever experienced. And to make it weirder, well, to make it more surreal, when people pass and, they're in the casket and, usually the job they do isn't very good.
Yeah.
This was not the case with him. He looked exactly the same. He looked like he was not. It looked like he was just sleeping, and it actually freaked me out to the point where he looked so good, but he had a smile on his face.
Yeah,
he was laying there with a smile, and he looked so good. And the fact that he was smiling, I actually did wonder when I first saw him on the first day. Like I actually did stop and wonder: is he messing with us?
Wow.
And he was the type that would do that.
You did tell me about him, that he was quite a joke.
Talk about wasted time. This guy did not waste time. He did not waste time. He did everything. And he would give 100% into everything he did. Like Halloween's was always extravagant costumes. 4th of July was the craziest parties. Mm-hmm. And then what was this? And he was nuts. I mean, one of my favorite stories, and I've told it before on here too. One time he called me. I'm driving with Sal. We're going to a murder mystery. I'm on the expressway, and he calls me. So I'm talking to him while I'm driving, and I realize he's in the car. So I said, where are you right now? He says, I'm driving home from work. Now, he lived just like a mile north of the LIE. So I just had a feeling. So I go, "Are you on the LIE?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm at exit 56." I said, "Brian, I'm at exit 53." He goes, "All right, I'll see you in a minute." So I know he's pulling over. I'm move over to the right lane. I know I'm going to pull over. So I'm driving up, and I see his Bronco. As I'm getting closer, he's laying on the hood. He's got his pants legs rolled up, and he's just laying like this on his hood.
Oh my God!
Cars are honking. He's waving. And this was the first or second time Sal was meeting him. We were hysterical. We just couldn't. And then, of course, when we get out of the car, we start talking. He doesn't move.
So he's still laying there.
He's in that position while we're talking. So funny. And then what was the other? There was another thing.
Who would think of doing that?
Right. There was another time. So we had another childhood friend, Bill Ryder. He lived right down the block from me, but he was also very close to Brian. Him and Brian end up getting houses just like 2 blocks away from each other out in Holbrook, Ronkonkoma area. Mm-hmm. They're like 2 blocks away from each other, so they would saw each other all the time. And Billy was getting some work done on his home, and he had like a big hole in his backyard. He was getting a pool put in, maybe, I forget. But for some reason, Brian went over there. He needed help with something, or he asked these guys to do something. I forget what the details were, but he asked the workers to help him with something, or he needed them to do something, and they gave him shit. Literally, like they gave him attitude.
Yeah.
So Brian, I swear to you, this is true. He walks over to the hole, turns around, drops his pants, and dropped a few. And then had a few choice words for them and left. I'm telling you, Brian was insane, but with the heart of gold. Right. Not insane like you're going to end up in jail. No.
Yeah.
He made everybody laugh, crazy antics like that, and it's just the greatest guy. So he would be the type to, all of a sudden pop out of a casket. So I did. I mean,
so it did momentarily cross your mind. I
seriously thought that he was messing with us. I really thought it. Not like, imagine if it was. No, I actually did stop for just a split second. Is he messing with us? No, he's gone. Then you carry on. Mm-hmm. But yeah, definitely one of the nicest things. And I bring it up to Chris Thomas quite often, and I'll never stop thanking her for that. That was just.
So you see her once in a while?
I see her. Well, she was just in here 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was her birthday. Yeah, I don't see her as much as I'd like to, but because she's a lot of fun too. She's not. Nobody was Brian, but she's also a lot of fun. But we will call or text each other quite often.
Yeah.
So I've gotten closer to her since Brian's death, and it was weird because I didn't know Brian's family well. I'll never forget it. Just like when I heard he died, I went to his house because I just couldn't believe it. Like what? No, it can't be. So I went to his house, and his wife wasn't there. She was actually at the funeral home making the arrangements. But there were people, some people there that were watching the kids because the kids were little. There were just other people like myself who just went there because they couldn't believe it. Neighbors, the whole works. So I just get to talking to people. I can't tell you how many times, Oh, by the way, I'm Mike. Hi, I'm Tony Walker. I was a friend. Oh, you're Tony Walker? And then even his family at the services, I met like his older brother, Kevin. Said, Kevin, my name is Tony Walker. I'm really sorry. He goes, you're Tony Walker. I was like, holy shit, I didn't know Brian. And then I got to thinking, all right, well, I guess I do. I would tell stories,
Yeah.
I tell stories to other people. One time, me and my friend Mike, we went to Florida, or we were doing a show. So then it started to make sense. Yeah, I guess these people would have heard my name, Mm-hmm. But it did take me back, though, how many people said it, though. Like, it just, it was very strange. And then just, not this summer, last summer. Oh, right, for the 10-year anniversary of his death, because, again, his kids were little. His daughter especially. His daughter was only 5 or 6.
Wow.
So she really doesn't have a lot of memories. So they had a 10-year anniversary party because they said, they invited people, please come and tell stories of our father so that we can.
Oh.
So I did, and
Oh,
same.
you did?
Oh yeah, I went there, and I have I have a whole bunch of back in the old days when we had landlines and you had answering machines.
Yeah.
I had saved a bunch of like when certain friends call and they leave silly messages. I saved them, and if I had 20 of them, 12 of them were Brian. So so when he passed, I was like, oh my God, I have these voice recordings.
Yeah.
So when I went to this 10-year anniversary, they actually had a speaker system, so people were talking on a microphone. So I actually had it on my phone, and I played it for them. Yeah, so that was nice too. And then same thing, even the kids, at the end, they're thanking everybody for coming. They're on the mic. Thank you for coming. And oh my God, we can't believe Tony Walker was here. I'm like,
well, obviously
just a normal slob. But
no, he must have spoken highly of you.
Yeah, and likewise, Brian was a great, great man who was still missed. But yeah, so that's happy Thanksgiving. Those were our feel good stories to get you ready for Thanksgiving. Let's see what's going on the comments here.
There's a fine line between sadness and laughter.
Yeah.
Very close. It's a very close emotion.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Carol, wishing you all a happy Thanksgiving. Sorry for the mix-up, Tony, with Zach's text. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I actually forgot about this until you brought it up. I actually have 2 beefs with Carol.
With Carol?
With Carol. And she doesn't know this. So if Carol, I hope you're still watching. So that's the first one. I get a text from her son the other day. Now, I'm not speaking out of turn here. Carol, whose son is also named Zach, he's on the spectrum.
Right.
Very nice young man, just turned 30. He's been in here. I've had chats with him on Facebook and texts and stuff. Great kid. Love this kid. He sends me a text the other day. It's 2 pictures of some fancy sports car. It almost looks like it, like one of those things that like everything turns and everything moves and it turns into a transformer. It's like one of these fancy sports cars. And it's fire engine red. Sends me 2 pictures. And he goes, hey, and he calls me Mr. Walker. I just want to write back. Just don't do that. But he goes, I'm at a car show. He goes, I saw this car, and my mom said that you had a car just like this one, so I thought you'd like these pictures. I'm like, all right, he wrote Mr. Walker, so he didn't text the wrong guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I never, ever had a car even remotely close to that. So I'm like, what the hell? And then I remembered I did have a Ford Transit that was that color.
Oh.
So I'm like, all right, maybe that's what. So not, but I felt bad. Like I didn't want to upset this kid, So I just wrote, hey Zach, nice to hear from you. I said, I'm sorry, but I never had a car like that. I said I did have a car that was the same color.
Yeah.
And I just left it at that. And I said, good to hear from you, or something like, But I'm like, all right, hopefully this will, be okay. Plus, 2, it's text. You never can tell what somebody's attitude is behind a text.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and then I think he wrote back LOL or something. So I'm like, okay, thank goodness. So there she is. Yeah, what was the mix-up, Carol? Did you really think I had a car like that, or was it the color thing? But now my other beef with Carol, if you remember last week, we did this show together, you and me.
Oh, yeah.
We got a phone call.
I know.
Now, let me ask you. When she called, she said we sounded like crabby old men.
2 grumpy old men.
What were we talking about? Do you remember?
We were talking about the Mets.
That would be correct.
Yes.
Well, the other day, the Mets traded one of their star players, Brandon Nimmo. Mm-hmm. It's a big deal in Met world.
It is a big deal, yeah.
Guess who sent me a text?
She did.
Because she's in Texas. The Mets traded Brandon Nimmo to Texas. We got a second baseman. She texted me, oh, wow, we got Nimmo, you got Simeon.
Yeah.
And I just wrote back, at the time, I didn't like the trade. I've actually changed my mind.
Yeah.
But at the time, so I just wrote back stupid. And that's all I wrote. But then it hit me like 5 minutes later. I'm like, she called us and scolded us.
She did scold us.
She gave us a big what for.
Oh, she sure did.
A big how do you do. a big shellacking.
We took a shellacking.
We took a shellacking because we were complaining about the Mets.
Yep.
So I was like, all right, I'm not going to say anything more.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait till Mike is in on Wednesday, and we will give Carol the shellacking that she's always wanted. So with that, I'm guessing the phone might ring any second. I'll get yelled at, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Happy Thanksgiving, Carol, says Romeo, and she says it back to him. And my granddaughter and her boyfriend will be cooking here at my house. Of course, I'll be watching them. I'm picky on my Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, I hear you. I am too. Fremder, a friend of mine told me he has fantasies about banging dead people. I told him that's cold. Oh, my goodness. Bosie loves the story of me falling in the grave. Oh, here we go. Cherry junkyard salad.
Yeah.
2 cans of cherry pie filling. 1 can of sweet condensed milk. 3 cans of crushed pineapple. 1 bag of mini marshmallow. 1 box of vanilla pudding. 2 tubs of Cool Whip. That's a junkyard, all right.
Wow, that's a junkyard.
Wow.
And I bet you it's delicious.
I bet you that's a popular dessert. Yeah. Yeah, Romeo says he likes that. It's very good to my, what? It's very good, my sweets. Oh, okay. The kids tear it up. Bosie, and if your other grandparent wasn't there, you would have went further. All right. Well, yeah, that's what we eventually talked about. Maybe you falling into that hole is God's way of making sure you'll fit when the time comes. Yeah, lots of people said, yeah, it's just Grandma trying to take you with her. Yeah. Ann, have you or anyone else in my Tony family ever been to a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade?
No.
It's always been a Thanksgiving tradition in my house. I can only imagine how spectacular it is.
Who said that?
Ann. What do you mean it's always been a Thanksgiving tradition in my house? What is?
What, they watch it on television?
Oh, all right. Yeah, I guess just watching it, or do you have... Is there some kind of version of a Thanksgiving Day parade in California that you attend?
Every year I say I'm going to watch the parade. Mm-hmm. And do you know, I've never watched the parade. I've never been to it. I've never been to it. I've seen the end when Santa Claus comes. I've seen like little bits and pieces, but I never sit there at 9 o'clock in the morning and said, with my Fruit Loops or whatever.
Yeah.
I do whatever.
It's funny. It's what we call you.
And just watch it.
Really?
I don't know why.
Oh, I've done it many times. Where I've watched it straight through. I enjoy it. I don't do it as much. Just in the last few years, I've stopped doing it because I don't like. The parade is not as Thanksgiving/Christmassy as it used to be. Like you have guys,
really?
People are up there singing like their latest single, or
I know. Yeah.
Like a lot of the performers are not singing holiday tunes.
No.
Plus, the level of celebrity has gone down.
Oh, really?
Plus, you mix that in with me being an old man. I don't know who half these people are.
The new people?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I have no idea.
Such and such is coming up to sing their greatest hit. I'm like,
yeah,
who?
Like their new hit. Who?
I have no idea who half these people are. The people I do know, it seems like they don't really get a lot of time.
Yeah.
They sing like, a quarter of a song and then they're off. Yeah,
I mean, it's nice to see the Rockettes. You see Santa Claus. You see the Broadway performers. I like.
Yes, I do. I like that too. I even like the high school marching bands. I like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just not the same to me. I don't know. I've never been in person. I do have relatives and friends who have pulled the balloons.
That reminds me of a great story. I dated when I was young. I dated a girl that was very fat.
How fat was she?
Oh, when I met her, she was wearing ropes.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
I like it.
You know whose joke that is, don't you?
It's got to be Rodney joke.
Oh, yeah, it's a Rodney joke.
I forgot to tell you, I faced some hurdles getting over here today.
You did?
Yeah, but it was fine. I got over them.
I went to the doctor the other day.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to show him a suspicious mole.
Yeah.
So he looked at me and he goes, "That's what they all look at. You should have left them on the side of the road."
What's red and smells like blue paint?
I know this one. What's red and smells like blue paint? Blue paint.
Red paint.
Red paint.
Right.
Blue.
What's the easiest way to burn 1,000 calories?
You light them on fire.
Leave the pizza in the oven. What do you call a hippie's wife?
A hippie's wife. I've heard this one. What?
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
So stupid.
Oh, God.
Oh, all right. This will be my last one. What's the difference between a dad joke and a bad joke?
Nothing.
The direction of the first letter.
Wow.
I mean, that's not really funny, but it's kind of true. But no, Lisa's been to the parade.
She has.
I don't think she enjoyed it.
Well, first of all, it's crowded.
Yeah, crowded and cold.
Yeah.
So she had a hard time seeing and whatnot.
Unless you have an in with one of the cops or somewhere, or you get to sit in the grandstand near Macy's. Yeah.
I once knew some people I used to call friends, a married couple. They're not my friends anymore. They were the only ones, when Sally and I broke up, they were the only ones that chose sides. Everybody else, well, actually, I take that back. There's one other guy that chose sides and chose not to talk to me anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. But this couple, their son was in a marching band 1 year. And they had a friend who had another friend who I guess was well-to-do, and he lived in the city. The parade walked right past his place.
Nice.
So they asked that friend to ask their friend, is there any way he would let us come? And he did. He did. They said it was awkward because he has his family there to watch the parade and stuff, and they're all celebrating Thanksgiving, and then there are these two people. Hi, I'm going to watch. But they did. They got this great view, and he had a big, giant window. They had this nice view of the parade as it walked by. They saw their son. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, I might still have some family that pulls balloons. I'm not sure. And I have
that sounds funny.
A high school buddy of mine and his wife. They've been doing it for a long time, and I believe they're still. I'm almost positive.
Is that a volunteer job? Do you know?
Well, I know yes,
it is.
It is. And I don't know about my friend from high school, how he got in. But I know my family, they started doing it because my Aunt Teresa and I think her daughter, my cousin Patty, I think they both worked for Macy's at one point.
Oh, okay.
So that's how they got in.
Yeah.
But from there, like other families got in through them. So I think so. My Aunt Teresa, she hasn't done it in a long time. I don't think Patty does it either. But I think some other, like now, like my second cousins, the kids of my cousins, who I don't really know. I think some of them do it now. I think my mother would know
because it's a big job. You got to go like the night before
yes.
when they blow them up, and then
yes.
you have to be there. I think at like 5 a.m. or something.
I think it's even earlier. I think
probably. Who knows?
Yeah, it's got to be one hell of a job to organize that stuff, man.
Yeah,
that's something.
I dated a girl so fat once a cop walked up to her on the street and said, "Hey, break it up."
Remember that line on The Sopranos? She's so fat, her blood type is ragu.
I
love that.
I almost hit this woman who was very fat. She goes, "Just drive around me." And I didn't have enough gas.
I was watching some Rodney the other day. It's going to bug me now because I can't remember what it was. But he said something I never heard him say before.
Yeah.
Oh, man, did I laugh. Oh, I can't remember what it was.
Was it on the Carson show?
Yes, of course it was.
Excuse me.
Oh, okay. So I just got a text from my mother. Yes. There are some cousins' kids that still walk in the parade.
Oh, wow.
pull balloons or whatever
Thank you,
they
Mrs.
do.
Walker.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Mom.
All right, let's see.
I can't say thank you, Mom. My mom died. That's a coping mechanism. Never mind. That's for therapy.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm still not over Fremder crying in here. And then Hershey and the Keegs. Keegan was crying in here a couple of weeks ago too.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Did I? Yeah. What? Okay. So John used to work the parade, on duty, and he hated it. Why'd you hate it? Because it's too crowded?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should have stayed in the hole and done the podcast from there. Well, it was 1989, so you would have had to wait a long freaking time. At the funeral of Tony's... What? At the funeral of Tony lost his balance. Yeah, Fremder, I don't know what word... All right, at the funeral, Tony lost his balance because he couldn't stop coughing.
Oh, coughing.
Yes, Carol is confirming that Brian lived life to the fullest. Why would you be on the phone while you're driving your car? Why? When I talked to Brian, I think I had the phone in the thing and just put him on speaker. I think. Shut up. Oh no, the shithole story. Yeah, Carol, you probably know that story better than me. Zach is a fantastic artist. Oh, you're talking about, Carol Zach. That's right. John just got some artwork of Zach's. Carol says, I'm here. It was a Fiero, and he calls you Mr. Tony.
Oh.
I would swear he said Mr. Walker in the text.
What is this? My boyfriend husband had a Fiero, but he is Mr. Mr. Terry.
Oh. The autistic brain, he messed up the names. Oh, is that... I would swear he wrote Mr. Walker in the text. Now I'm going to go look. You're right over there?
No.
Let's see, where is it? I would swear he wrote Mr. Walker. Oh, here it is. Oh, she's right. He did say Mr. Tony. Okay. I stand corrected, Carol.
Oh, really?
But the fact that it said Mr. Tony, though, it still made me think, okay, he did mean it for me.
Mr. Tony.
Yes. But it should have said Mr. Terry, and it should have gone to Terry. Okay. Yes, I always wanted this, she says. LMAO. I don't know what she's talking about there.
I always wanted this.
Don't forget to add 5 pounds of Imodium to that junkyard, says Fremder. Yeah. Don't forget to set your bathroom scales back 15 pounds tonight at 2 a.m. That's funny. Fremder, I heard Princess Diana was on the radio the other day, and the dashboard and the windshield. Oh, that's right. Is tomorrow is the anniversary of that, right? The 27th?
Really?
I think so.
Well,
it wasn't Thanksgiving.
Right.
But it was the 27th. All right, that's how it is going to the Rose Parade, says Ann. I really didn't enjoy it either.
The Rose Parade.
I never go back. It's kind of morbid. Oh, wow, it's morbid? Uh-oh. We're cheerful. We're having a nice conversation here.
Yeah, too.
I'm calling to apologize.
Oh. You don't have to apologize for anything.
Actually, I know that. But I figured it's Thanksgiving. I want to apologize since you're the so-called shellacking that I gave you and then texted you about losing Simeon. And then it was Mr. Tony, not Mr. Walker.
No, you're absolutely right. It was Mr. Tony. I just checked.
Yeah. So listen, in this house, we demand a little respect for people that my son knows. And just like growing up, we always said, the people we knew, our friends' parents was, their last name, like Mr. Rubin or whatever else, right?
Or it was aunt or uncle. We used to,
yes.
Yeah, we were forced to say those names back then, yeah. No,
that is how we do with our son because not many people go by their last name anymore. So that is why we do Mr. and Miss.
Okay.
So there is respect behind the name. So
Well done there, Mom.
Well done, Mom.
Yeah,
thank you. And I'm sorry to give you guys a hard time. It was just the baseball thing had gone on like it was just a little too long. So that's the only
I only cried for a couple of days after that shellacking.
That's okay. That's I'm so sorry. Tony cried. Now your Brenda cried and Keegan cried.
I know it's a bunch of pussies in this room.
I know what's going on.
What's the matter?
I just told Carol I almost drove into a tree because of the shellacking she gave us.
No, you're not being ignored, but you're ignoring us because you were speaking when she was speaking. You didn't wait for the proper opportunity because that's what you do in this room. Damn it!
Wow.
Now I'm giving Mike a shellacking.
Now you're giving him a shellacking.
Well, because he accused us of ignoring him, so that just sparked me off.
I'm sorry, Mike. I love you.
Oh, I love you, Carol. You're the best.
So, but that and the Brian story, the shithole, is because of the fact that whatever the sump, whatever it is, the sewer, whatever in front of your house with the shitter in New York.
Oh, the cesspool.
They were yeah.
Oh, right.
They were fixing that because it was backing up into Billy's house, and Brian lived, I think, across like a catty corner to Billy's house.
Right. Yes.
And Billy wasn't home, and Lucia was working, so Billy was complaining about the workers not really working like they should. They're just kind of standing around with their thumb up their ass. So he asked Brian to just keep a watch on it. So that's a wrong thing to do. And Brian saw them just standing around, just doing nothing. So he went over, walked right past the guys, dropped his drawers, and took a shit in the hole. And he said, well, that should speed things up for you.
Oh, my God.
That's a true story.
Wow.
That's the story.
Right
yeah,
in an open cesspool.
Yep.
Just dropped his drawers and took a dump, and the rest is history. It's a Brian Thomas story.
Oh, my.
So that's the story.
Oh, such a great story.
It's very good. It's the one story that it was very sad when Brian passed away. I mean, it really affected so many people. And we were hanging out one time. We were in high school. And the reason none of us really knew Brian's family, because he was never home.
Well, true.
He was never home. He was always out. He was always out with friends. He was always at our houses. He just was never home. And so we were out hanging out. I don't know where it was. It was somewhere near Bayville. We had pulled off, a whole bunch of us, and the drinking was going on. Obviously, I wasn't because I had to be the only sober one. So we were all in this like swampy area, and there was a pipe running across from like one house to another, and there was a cement ledge going over it. Well, Brian thinks it's really funny. He's like, well, look what I can do. Kind of like, I feel like that guy from Mad TV, Stuart, look what I can do. So Brian was like, oh, watch, I'm going to make it to the other side, and no hands. And we're like, just stop. Nope. He's going, and then he turns around and he goes, look, I did it. And he was just about over, and he falls.
Yep.
And we're all laughing because we think it's like, oh, it's a Brian joke. He's like, guys, very calmly. And we're like, yeah. He goes, my leg stuck. I think I broke my leg.
Wow.
And we're like, oh, funny. Meanwhile, he's stuck. His leg is going the opposite direction. And all of us are just standing around laughing. And he's so calm. And he's like, no, seriously? Stop laughing. I broke my leg and get me the fuck out of here. So then it kind of realizes, to all of us, we're like, oh, he's not kidding.
Right.
So we all had to go. We're getting rope, and my ex at the time had a Jeep. And we're trying to figure out, because Brian was a big dude.
Yeah.
And we got like people like Glenn Kingsley, my ex, all these little people.
Right.
Trying to lift up Brian Thomas and not make it worse. It was just so funny. And he was still so drunk. So trying to get him to cooperate. People are underneath, people are above. We got rope tied around the hitch of the Jeep. I'm going to go backwards to lift him up. It was just insane, and half these people are high and drunk, and someone had to drive him to the hospital. So, wow. And then when he got to the hospital, they couldn't give him the pain meds they were supposed to because he was so wasted.
Oh, right.
You know, but he's laying in the back, and I'm getting him in, and I'm like, you guys stop pushing on his leg, like stop. And then next thing he goes, Carol, call my mom. I was like, how the hell am I supposed to call your mom? We're out in the middle of nowhere. And it was just, was so calm. The one person who should be freaking out, he was the calmest of all of us.
Well,
so he was in so much pain.
How old were they at this time?
This was sure. If I'm not mistaken, this was right after Brian and I graduated because Carol's a year behind us.
Yeah, it was 89.
89. So this was right after you graduated.
No, it was the year of. It was maybe the fall of 88.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it was right after Brian and I graduated.
Late teenage.
Because I remember the story. Yeah, and the reason I remember the story, Brian showed up at my house the next day. He had a Bronco at the time, and he drove the Bronco. He had a broken leg, and he drove the Bronco over to my house.
Yeah.
And he was honking, so I look out the window. I see it's Brian, so I go out, and there. So I didn't notice the broken leg until I got out there, and he told me the whole story. But I'm like, but why are you driving? Yeah, he was. Yeah, he
was a nut.
Yeah,
he was an absolute nut.
Yeah.
So, but those are the stories that are we have to keep telling so that keep his memory alive.
Yes.
Well,
while we got you, and because it's almost time for us to go, I'm going to ask you since we got you on the phone, and then I'll ask Mike. What are you thankful for this year on Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What am I thankful for?
You got a lot to be thankful for this year, Carol Miner.
I do. Well, that my husband is clear, as PET scan and MRI is clear, so that I'm thankful for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for the doctors. I will say I'm not thankful for the medical bills. I will say that.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm sure.
Yep.
That I'm not thankful for, and I'm thankful for my kiddo, man, and I'm thankful for all of you guys. I'm thankful for the knockers and just tolerating all the stories, and being kind to one another and loving one another. I mean, there's a lot of hate out in the world right now, so we got to actually, if you see my stories enough, it's the hate that is perpetuating through the world, and I just wish we would find a way to get back to where we used to be.
Yeah, agreed. Well said and agreed.
Very well said.
All right. Well, I love you guys.
Love you too,
enjoy Simeon because he's a great player.
Yeah, well, enjoy.
He is a good player, yes.
And you enjoy Nimmo because he's an energy, he's a spark, and he's a leader in the clubhouse. So you guys enjoy that. And have a great.
Well, you guys now that Mike's a Mets fan, you guys got to come down and go see a Met Rangers game.
I would love to because that stadium's beautiful. I hear.
Oh yeah,
it's gorgeous and it's air conditioned and there's a roof. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very nice. So you don't, whether it's raining or snowing here. I mean, we get snow, so it's beautiful inside.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Can I say something? Carol's famous for the Buc-ee's, right?
Yeah.
Carol, Jen and I are driving down to Florida the evening of Christmas.
Oh.
We're going for like a week or two.
Nice.
We're going to make a few stops. And one of the first things she said was, she was on her phone one night. She goes, "Have you ever heard of Buc-ee's?" And I said, yeah. Why? I was getting all wound up. She goes, "I hear it's awesome." I said, the lady Carol Miner, who watches Tony's show, she sent us these big peanut butter cups. And, I'm a diabetic. I just wanted to take a bite or two. I ate the whole thing.
Yeah. Yep.
And she was showing
Tony's a diabetic too, so look at how many I sent him.
Carol's trying to kill me, apparently.
So we're going to stop at every Buc-ee's imaginable.
All right, so I'll be expecting a package when you get back here.
I will bring you back things.
I have a whole box waiting to go, ready for. I'm waiting for I was waiting for after Thanksgiving because the mail just gets kind of crazy. So
I've been waiting a long time for Carol to say that she has her box is waiting for me.
I have my box waiting. You could just put that on repeat.
Yes, I'm going to.
You should put that, yeah.
All right, guys. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I
You
love
too,
you.
Carol. I love you
You're the
too.
best.
Bye.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, you didn't.
I thought she was gone.
All right, guys. Right, click. Hello.
So much for that box of Buc-ee's. All right. What are you thankful for this year, my friend? My friend just says he's thankful for tits. The last time I tried to steal a Thanksgiving float, I got sprayed in the eyes with Macy's.
Boy.
All right, yeah. So what are you thankful for? We got 5 minutes.
Since I'm... Oh, boy.
All right, yeah, hold that thought. What are you thankful for this year?
I'm thankful for Malcolm Dead Radio and Tony and his awesome show. And he gives everyone happiness and joy, and I can't wait till tomorrow. I get to eat turkey and stuffing and potatoes, and then right after that is a time-honored tradition that I learned from Kaplan,
Which is what?
where I take some cranberry sauce and rub it on my nipples and say I'm a Jelly Belly princess.
I got to remember that one. I should write that down.
Jeff, the Jelly Belly Princess. That is your new name for me, pal.
And I think
Thank you very much. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. I love you. Bye.
Beep, beep.
Oh, that is great. Thank you for that, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Wow.
What are you thankful for? And then we're getting out of here.
Well, since I'm sitting in this room, I'm thankful that you let me come on here every Wednesday. I'm not a funny guy. I'm just a regular guy. I'm an actor. I do other things, but I'm not funny like anybody else that graces that door.
Well, there's different types of funny. And no, I think you're funny.
So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful.
We're thankful that you come in every week.
I'm thankful that I have 3 beautiful grandchildren. I'm very thankful that I've been I've been gifted a new life with a family that I've always deserved.
Oh,
and never had. And I'm not bad mouthing anyone. I'm just saying it like it is. And so I'm trying to enjoy. With that said, I read this beautiful poem this morning, and I don't remember the poem verbatim, but we've been talking about death, and it's a man, like a priest standing in front of at a funeral, and you always see the dates of born and died, so say 64 to 2025. But the most important part of that little thing that they etch into that stone is the dash. So it says 1964-2025. What happened in that dash? That was the life. So that's what I'm thankful for, that I'm living that dash. You understand?
I understand.
Yeah. So that dash, I'm trying to make the most out of it, because I'm going to be 61 in a couple of weeks. I'm lucky I'm fairly healthy, but you're right. You never know what's going to happen. I'm just trying to love fiercely and be more forgiving.
Love fiercely.
Fiercely, yeah. And hold on tight to the people that love me, and I love them.
So is that why you went to Philly last week? Because, that was your dash?
You're such a jerk. Here I am trying to be poetic. And it wasn't much of a dash. It was more like a crawl.
More like a tiptoe. And I'm thankful for all my podcast friends I have made, my small family. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everyone. See you on Friday on Rosie Day. Yeah, okay.
I'm thankful for you. 30 years of friendship.
Almost,
yeah.
Yeah. Holy moly. What was it, 97 to be exact? 28 years to be exact? Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. Wow.
What are you thankful for, may I ask?
I'm thankful for you. Thankful for you, for Rosie, for Diane, for Jeff, for even my brother.
Yeah.
Thankful for my son who's celebrating 25 today.
That's huge. Big news.
Yeah, and thankful, of course, for my daughter. Talk about, like you said, with almost like getting another chance with a new family. it's not the same thing, but it's still that kind of line of thinking. Just the way my life changed with my daughter and her disability, the things I've learned, the people I've met, and just seeing the people in that world and other people on the spectrum. Just you learn. We're learning from them, So I'm thankful for that.
I agree with that. Tony, yeah.
They. You watch how they live. You see what's important to them, and I don't know. Sometimes I just think that they got it right. We're fighting and worrying over a lot of stupid shit, and sometimes what they worry about is what I feel are the important parts. So I'm thankful for so Peter Schwartz, who does his show twice a week here. So today's Wednesday, and because we're not on tomorrow, he's normally on Thursdays, so he did a show Monday afternoon this week. So he said on Monday, you have a homework assignment, he said to me. He was on Tuesday, which was yesterday, he was, I want to hear 2 things you're thankful for.
Huh.
So because it's a sports show, I just stuck with sports.
Okay.
So he did. He asked me yesterday, you had a homework assignment? I said I did. So I said I was thankful for Gary Carter and Mookie Wilson.
Oh, my God.
So, and with that, I'll end it on that. Hey, the Governors has a lot of stuff going on. They're open tonight because it's a big party night. Everywhere clubs are open and things are open. So, so it's a lot of fun stuff. Tom Cotter is playing the clubs this weekend. Bobby Collins, it's become an annual thing. He always plays here the day after Thanksgiving, so he'll be here Friday night. But I believe he's at one of the other clubs Saturday. Tom Cotter is here, I think, Saturday, and he's at one of the other clubs Friday. So, they're like, bouncing around all the clubs. Brian Paul will be at, I think it's McGuire's, Billy Geyer's playing. Lots of great comedians playing at Governors throughout the weekend. I know, they're open tonight. They're open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So lots of great stuff. govs.com. Make your reservations to some great comedy shows, including our big show coming up a week from this Saturday, December 6th at 7:30. It's a night with Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Some of your hosts from your favorite shows will be performing. I'm looking forward to it because I'm hosting. Just Laura and Kathy. If you guys did not see Just Laura and Kathy this past Monday night, I highly suggest you go watch it. It was hysterical. Hysterical. So they'll both be performing, Kathy and Laura. Rosie Fiumara from our show, she'll be here Friday. She'll be performing. Steve Squared's Steve Kaminsky will be performing. We have special guest Greg Kritikos. We have added Lou Pratz because he's been in here enough, so he counts. Our friend Ali Kam is performing again. Our guest from a few weeks ago, Atmik Gupta, will be performing as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. And featuring and headlining, Hershey and the Keegs. Mark Hirschman will be featuring. Mike Hegan is headlining. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then the following week, the following Saturday, head on out to McGuire's for a hilarious audience interactive comedic murder mystery. It's a mob-themed holiday show with a murder that you guys get to solve. And there's going to be music and dancing and laughter and all sorts of fun. So join us. govs.com, baby, govs.com to get make your reservations for all these great shows. Knock 'em Dead Comedy. To see what we got cooking, and Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. So tonight, there is no circling the drain. There is a special Primal Scream with Nick Greystone at 8 o'clock, and then at 9 o'clock, live from Governor's Green Room, me and Don. I will tell you now, it is not live. It was recorded this past Saturday. John DeResta comes in and hangs out with us for a little while. Emily Santosis comes in. Carla Okerson comes in and hangs out. Dr. Harry Friedman. Make sure the kids are in bed because it's a pretty interesting show. Not one I would recommend my mother to watch. So, all right. So with that, Laura and Kathy were freaking hilarious, says Ann. Yeah, it was something the other day. That was some show. So I believe that's everything. Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, govs.com, knockemdeadcomedy.com. And, all right. You, my friend, have a great Thanksgiving.
Same to you.
Thank you, pal.
You and your family, my friend.
We will be back here Friday. Coffee with the Dog, Friday morning at 9. And then, like I said, me and Rosie, Mark Hirschman, Greg Halverson, Angela LaRosa, and Nigel Fullerton. So that should be a lot of fun. All right. And, join us for that, and we'll see you then. Everybody have a great and safe Thanksgiving. Enjoy yourselves, whatever you're doing. And we'll see you next Thursday?
Yes.
Friday?
Next Wednesday.
Wednesday, whatever day you come in. What the hell? Don't mind me. I'm having a stroke. All right. We'll see you guys later. Happy